Today we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of Nashville, Indiana. Don't confuse it with Nashville, Tennessee. This is Nashville, Indiana. Let me give you a little bit about this. You want to stay until the end because I always save the best tip for last. I'm Wendy Kohlmeier. I'm with the BTown Realty Team, and if this is your first time to my channel, I do a new video every week all about Bloomington and what it has to offer. We like to concentrate on eating, sleeping, playing, working, and just living in Bloomington. Be sure and subscribe and like this video so I can keep bringing you more videos about Bloomington. And if you need any help with moving here, please reach out to me. All my contact information is below. Nashville is located in Brown County, Indiana, which is known for its scenic beauty and breathtaking views. Brown County is famous for its rolling hills, lush forests, and the stunning fall foliage. The falls in Brown County are amazing, and Nashville is also a tourist destination. It is an artist colony, and there's tons of artists that live there and work there and sell their goods there. T.C. Steele was from there. He was the in-house artist at Indiana University for many years, and his work is very prevalent. It's interesting because I live in Bloomington, which is about 15 minutes away from Brown County, and the terrain is completely different than what we experience in Bloomington. So Nashville is located just about 15 minutes from the east side of Bloomington. It is also about 15-20 minutes from Columbus, Indiana to the east, and Martinsville, Indiana is a short drive from the north. Some people live in Nashville and they commute to Indianapolis up through Bean Blossom that way, or they work in Columbus, or they work in Bloomington. Now, these are all two-lane highways that go in and around Nashville, Indiana, so there's no highway to just go jump on, right? So it's very much small town charm with lots of touristy shops, and people come there to do their Christmas shopping, fall decorating. In the summer, it's very vibrant. There's a lot of different restaurants, all small town restaurants. There is one franchise that we shall not name on the way out of Nashville, but most of the town is all very quaint little restaurants. They also have a distillery there, Hard Truth Distillery, and it alone is on acres and acres of property, and they do all kinds of activities there and also have music outside on the weekends. It's a very cool place, so you definitely want to check out Hard Truth if you are in Nashville and looking for things to do. It's got more to do than just buy their booze. Nashville's very inclusive, but it's a friendly town, but it's got that small town charm that you just don't see very much anymore. So that's one of the things. Now they have a lot of outdoor activities. They have, because Brown County State Park is right on the border, right 5 minutes from the town of Nashville. And it's, I believe it's like 2,000 acres, and it's one, and you can see my video on it right here, but it's one of the best places to see fall leaves. So people flock to Nashville in the fall. And like me living in Bloomington, we don't go to Nashville except during the week to just avoid the fall tourists. And sometimes we don't even do that because it's crowded. You know, a lot of people, because they live and work in Nashville, I mean, this is their livelihood, so they love the tourists, right? And they've made it just a huge tourist destination. They also have like a lot of different plays and music venues there for you. There's a lot of things to do in Nashville, especially in the spring, summer, fall months. Not so much the winter, but a lot of cool places. Now, the cons, the seasonal tourism, right? So it's good in some respects, it's bad in some respects, because if you live there, it does get pretty congested and it's hard to get around. So it's definitely a car community. There's limited parking, so you're gonna have to pay to park. Now, it's not really expensive, it's like $5 to park or whatever, but you will have to do that because there's just not enough parking there during the tourist season. Limited healthcare facilities. So there is a CVS there which has limited urgent care at the CVS. But if you are looking for full-fledged urgent care or a hospital, you have to go to Bloomington, Martinsville, or Columbus. So that's going to be 15-20 minutes drive. Either way, you got it. They do not have ambulances there. So you want to keep that in mind too, that you're going to have to drive a little bit to get to any type of big urgent care or whatever. Limited job opportunities. If you are living and working in Nashville, yeah, you can probably get a job in one of the restaurants or in one of the little shops, something like that, but most of those people that live there because of the beautiful views and lifestyle and the houses. There's a lot of log cabin type houses in Nashville that people are seeking, but they're looking for it with acreage, and so it's hard to find housing in Nashville. But again, if you're working there, you're probably going to be commuting to either Indianapolis, Martinsville, Columbus, or Bloomington. And keep in mind that it's all 2-lane roads, so if there's a wreck on those roads, traffic's going to be congested and stopped for a while. Harsh winters. We traditionally have some pretty heavy snow in Bloomington, some ice. Now, the last few years, it hasn't been that bad, but there's always that chance. You could have some really good snow where you're stuck inside for a few days, something like that. But nothing like anything to the north of us in those states or Canada, nothing like that. So that's something to keep in mind. There is also limited public transportation. So the only public transportation I've ever seen in Nashville are horse and buggy, and that is those little carriage companies that tour you around and talk about the history of Nashville and what things were and whatnot. So that would be the only public transportation, but you will have to have a car to get around Nashville. Now, I touched on this a little while ago, but the real estate prices are high in Nashville. It's hard to find anything worth it, even looking at, for under $500,000. So some of the houses I've seen on the lower end, say $200,000, $300,000, there's just so much work to be done on them. If you are not a rehabber or ready to hire somebody to gut the place and make it nice, it's just hard. It's hard to find something. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. The log cabin lifestyle and things like that is very quaint and cute, but those go with some maintenance that you want to be aware of. And if you would like more information on that, or you're thinking about moving to Nashville or wanting to talk about that a little bit more, all my contact information is below. Please send me a text, email, call, and I will help you. I'll see you next week.